Hello everyone and welcome back to Chronos Plays Phoenix Wright Spirit of Justice. Today, well, we're loading into the to be continued that we left off with last time. How does this feel like it keeps getting slower? Now we'll have to face Pierce on the stand. I'm not sure if I should be surprised or not. I'm not. Process of elimination. I was kind of hoping they were going to throw a curveball, but still. One thing's for sure, he won't be an easy adversary. To be fair, it is kind of a curveball, given the whole memory thing, but still. So, do you think Pierce did it? I mean, if it wasn't him, it's too early to say anything at this point. But I do think he's still hiding something. Nick! Why didn't you pin everything on the Soren loser back there? Looks like Larry still hasn't given up on Ellen. If this Pierce guy is the real bad guy, then Soren and my Ellie will live happily ever after. I want her to be completely depressed so I can swoop in. Larry, that's fucked up. Shame on you, Larry. No, boo-hoo. You think I don't know? I know I have to give up on my Ellie. But Nick, promise me we'll make her happy. She deserves the happily ever after. I'm sure Soren will make her happy once all this is said and done. Not me. The trial's about to resume, Mr. Wright. Alright, you ready, Maya? Yep, let's go! I'll be rooting for you, Nick! I don't know, I feel like it's so fucking slow compared to what it used to be. I know it's always been slow. But still. This court is now back in session. Witness, please take the stand. Feet. Please state your name and occupation. My name is Pierce Knickerboty. I'm the Sprocket family butler. Now, let's get straight to the point, Mr. Knickerboty. Someone tore out a page of Mr. Sprocket's notebook to manipulate his memories. And that person was you, wasn't it? That is correct. What about it? Well, that was easy. So why'd you do it? Why did you tamper with Mr. Sprocket's notebook? Please allow me to explain. It pains me to do this, but I will tell you the truth. Unlikely. It pains you. That is correct. But my testimony will go against Master Soren's wishes. Soren's wishes? What is he talking about? Witness testimony. Why I tore out the page. I rushed to the Vista deck, but the crime had already been committed. Nice watch you got there. I saw Miss Ellen and Gloomsbury collapse and Master Soren writing in his notebook. So Master Soren said to me, I'll take the blame for the murder, so please take care of Ellen. But I went against his order. I tore the page out of his notebook and hid the body. Wait a second. What Mr. Sprocket was writing in the notebook at the time, could it be? It was meant to be a confession, an admission he killed Gloomsbury himself. He wrote that message to take the blame from Ms. Wyatt? That is correct. Master Soren did hit Gloomsbury with the timekeeper to save Ms. Ellen. And Mr. Sprocket was the culprit after all. However, that blow did not kill Gloomsbury. That makes sense. Mr. Sprocket's injury wouldn't allow him to put much force into it. Enraged, Gloomsbury tried to attack Mr. Soren, who was already seriously wounded. But just in the nick of time, Miss Ellen hit Gloomsbury from behind. And finished him off, it would seem. Wow, I feel like... Let's just say, you weren't probably the murderer. I'm assuming you are. I feel like you guys start with that. Okay, that way, self-defense gets, like, front and center, and then fucking everyone, probably, a couple months of shit, but at the same time, you're not going to jail for life, or execution. So the one who inflicted the fatal blow was the defendant? Yes, that is correct. But Master Soren tried to take all the blame onto himself. No way! This is pretty bad, Nick. No kidding. Pretty bad is an understatement. Not really. I'm not the judge, obviously, and the judge is kind of an idiot, but... And there's no jury here for whatever reason. I know they were introduced that not that long ago in the games, but never brought it back. I feel like any judge or jury in a case like this would absolutely just be like hung, right? Not like, oh, he's well endowed, Chronos. I'm just saying it would be a hung jury, because I feel like at least half of them, if they're anything like me, are not going to be able to trust anything any of the witnesses in this fucking court has said at all, right? If we're just going based off fucking like evidence, there's really barely any that is valid. You have a complete cover-up, a witness slash suspect that doesn't have actual memories, that he just has a notebook full of them and it's been tampered with. And then we got the guy that has covered up twice now, giving testimony that we're supposed to take seriously. Well, Mr. Wright, it seems your decision to call Mr. Nickbody is backified. Well, the true culprit behind the case remains the defendant, Alan Wyatt. Ugh. Could this be any worse? Yeah. But Pierce was involved in the cover-up plot. I bet he still has something to hide. Why, I tore out the page, so let's press on everything. You couldn't restore my badges? That's bullshit.
Hold it!
Wait a minute. I thought you went to the Vista deck with Mr. Sprocket. Actually, I don't know why Mr. Bucket keeps fucking getting into my head. Actually, that's not true. What? What do you mean? I found this out afterwards, but Master Soren went to the Vista deck alone. He went out the escape hatch in the reception hall and went along the outside wall. What? You can't be serious. You mean Mr. Wright's addle-padded guess was actually correct? What's with the addle-padded? I don't even know what that means. I suppose truth really is stranger than fiction. So, Mr. Nickbody, when you got to the scene, you saw Mr. Bloomsbury, Ms. Wyatt, and Mr. Sprocket. Is that true? That is exactly right.
Hold it!
So when you and your group arrived at the Vista deck, the murder had already been committed. That is correct. Bloomsbury had already been struck. Miss Ellen had lost consciousness, probably from the shock of the incident. And how did Mr. Sprocket appear? Oh, bleeding to death. He was bleeding from the stab wound he received from Bloomsbury. Barely conscious, he was writing something in his notebook. So the mysterious third person Ellen saw really was Soren then.
Hold it!
So Mr. Sprocket wrote a note of confession in order to take the blame for Ms. Wyatt. Yes, that notebook is the only form of memory Master Soren has. So you understand that what his actions meant, I trust. What did it mean, Nick? To Soren, everything in that notebook is true. So Soren tried to take the blame, but by altering his own memory to make himself think he did it. No! Master Soren truly loves Ms. Ellen. It must have been love that made him do that. Maybe he has an imprisonment fetish or something, I don't know.
Hold it!
That would be a weird fetish. Mr. Nickbody, could you please tell this court about that in more detail? That, you said? Which part do you mean, Mr. Wright? Could you be more specific? Hid the body. In the notebook? Oh, alright. What part did I want to know more? Hiding the body? Please tell me more about hiding the body. Very well. Every time you clean your monocle, I want to stab you. Do. After saying he would take the blame, Master Soren passed out. That's when I hid the body. I quickly took the lift down to the hold, where I hid Bloomsbury's still warm body in the spare Pegable lantern. So it was you who hid the body, not the defendant. To think Mr. Butts would move the lantern containing the body to the reception hall, Well, I did not see that coming. I don't blame you. Not even Larry could predict what Larry will do next. Maybe I should take a closer look at the lantern in the evidence? Ms. Wright, would you like to add that statement to the witness testimony? Sure. We'll press on it, of course, but then we'll go to our evidence and see if there's anything weird.
Hold it!
Why did you hide the body in the lantern? Honestly, a good point. As I told you yesterday, it was to make it as though the murder never happened. Oh, okay. But thanks to Mr. Butts, things did not turn out as planned. So holding a second wedding reception wasn't Mr. Sprocket's idea, but yours, wasn't it? It was all for Master Sowen's sake and Sprocket Aviation. If I am accused of a crime for trying to cover up an incident, I shall accept it willingly. He really doesn't seem to even care about himself. Well, he's talking about a cover-up after the incident, huh? Right. That information only somebody who was actually involved in can know. So it might be a really important piece of information. I think so too. I really have to tread carefully here. Alright, probably should have opened the stuff there. I'm assuming there's gonna be something we can present here. Lantern. The restored lantern, there's a bloodstain on the inside wheel, as if someone gripped it with a bloody hand. On the inside wheel, okay. The victim discovered inside the lantern reception hall. So, still warm body, gripped it with a bloody hand inside. So was he still alive?
Objection!
Could it be? Is that what happened? If that's what I'm thinking, if what I'm thinking is true, then maybe I can prove neither Ellen nor Soren did this deed. Mr. Knickerbody, you said the body was still warm when you hit it, correct? So then, what if Mr. Bloomsbury was still alive when you put his body into the lantern? What? What? That's preposterous. Actually, this shows that the victim might still have been alive while inside the lantern. I'm afraid you'll have to point out which part you're talking about, Mr. Wright. It's gonna be the handle. Handle.
Take that!
As you can see, the back end of the lantern is a door. And there's blood here on the wheel handle. Should've let me finish, Edworth. The bloodstain must have gotten there when the witness put the body inside the lantern. It in no way shows the victim drew his last breath while within the lantern. I disagree, Mr. Edgeworth, for you see, in putting this lantern back together, the police inadvertently placed the inside handle on the outside. Please don't blame Emma, because I don't want her to kill me. In other words, the wheel handle got swapped. Oh my, so they got swapped. Yes, they got swapped. What? That's ridiculous. Not at all. If we compare the other male peggable lantern in the reception hall. It's quite obvious the wheel and sides were attached backwards. The detective in charge of restoration will see me in the office later. No, don't blame Emma. Sorry, Emma, and good luck. She's just like fucking shoving a whole bat of Snackos in her face. In that case, what does the bloodstain on the wheel handle mean? The bloodstain didn't get there by chance. When the victim was put inside the lantern, he was only unconscious, not dead. When he regained consciousness, he probably tried to get out of the lantern. So he grasped the inner wheel handle, and then that's when his blood got on it. This proves that the victim was still alive when he was inside the lantern. At the time, I was completely convinced Bloomsbury was dead. I had checked more carefully, he might have survived. Unfortunately, be sure, but not significant enough to change this trial's outcome. Again, I disagree, Mr. Edgeworth. It actually has a very significant impact on this case. The victim was struck by the defendant, then died from his injuries sometime later. There's nothing more to it.
Objection!
That's where you're wrong. Let's take another look at Mr. Bloomsbury's autopsy report, shall we? Please focus on the description of his injuries. It says one contusion was found on the back of his head and one on the side. Yes, the one Mr. Sprocket gave him, and the one Ms. Wyatt delivered to finish him off. No, the defense would like to submit a different interpretation. A different interpretation? The victim was knocked unconscious by the first blow and was put into the lantern. Then what about the lethal blow from by the defendant that the witness talked about? Yes, well, that didn't happen. After some time, when the victim regained consciousness and tried to get out of the lantern, Venus was just slowly crouching over here, slowly meowing at me. What are you doing, sweetie? That's when he... Okay, when the victim regained consciousness and tried to get out of lantern, that's when he received the second blow to finish him off. Okay. Taking into account the fact that the victim was alive for a period after the first hit, and that he did receive a second blow to the head, it does seem entirely possible. Yes, as long as the first blow didn't kill him, kill the victim instantly. That's, then there's a possibility that somebody other than Mr. Sprocket or Ms. White delivered the fatal blow.
Objection!
That's all you got. Even if there were a time lapse between the two blows, the prosecution's position doesn't change. What? What do you mean? It's elementary, Mr. Alright. After the reception, when the defendant was cleaning up the reception hall, the victim, who was supposed to be dead, suddenly came out of the lantern. The defendant grabbed the murder weapon, which was right there, and finished him off. That theory sounds awfully familiar. Of course it does, Your Honor, because it's exactly what I proposed at the very start. The second blow was inflicted by the defendant after all. I see. It seems a tangle of mysteries have unraveled into a single thread.
Objection!
Bullshit! But as long as there's a possibility that the fatal blow was delivered by a third person, then we must continue deliberations. Give it up, Mr. Wright. Unless you have something to prove the presence of your precious third party. Okay, Nick, just relax. You can do it. Come on now, take one deep breath. Good idea. Deep breaths, deep breaths. There, don't you feel better already? Just fucking blacks out. Maya's right, I should calm down and get my focus back. And go over everything again. Then hopefully I'll be able to find something to prove there was a third person. Let's see. First, what? Venus, what are you doing? You just unplugged my headset. Okay, where is the plug thing? Oh, you completely unplugged it. Venus! What are you doing? Why are you attacking the court all of a sudden? Are the kittens being a bad influence on you? You don't even like them. Let's see. First, why did Gloomsbury attack Ellen? Because he was tired of taking the blame for the accident. But something about that line of reasoning just doesn't feel right. No, how come? Well, if it was just a personal vendetta, he had already stabbed Soren, so then why? So why then was he so determined to go after Ellen? Oh, that's right, this whole thing feels too premeditated for a crime of passion. But Gloomsbury didn't seem to have a personal grudge against Ellen. If Gloomsbury didn't have a personal reason to attack Ellen, then... You've taken long enough, Mr. Wright. Now it's time for some action. What proof do you have that a third person was involved? Alright, I'll show you. I'm not completely sure of what I'm doing, but it looks like I'm out of time. This piece of evidence proves the involvement of a third person. I mean, it's gotta be this, right? It's written by someone with right-handed. I didn't even know that. Because he's left-handed. Yeah. So this?
Take that!
I get it now. Now I see why this note bothered me so much when I first saw it, because it was clearly suspicious. Grab Ellen when convenient. Yeah, it looks like a note outlining a murder plot, because it was! But it wasn't written by the victim. We should have really realized that earlier. Your Honor, please take a look at this note. This is the victim's murder plan, right? Definitely a murder plan, but what if Mr. Gloomsbury didn't write this note himself? What? This is how you intend to conjure up your mysterious third party, Mr. Wright? Can you even prove that note wasn't written by the victim? Yes. Yes. Yes, I can. Very well, then. Please present your evidence. I mean, it's not really solid evidence, because he could be, like, what, ambidextrous?
Take that!
This is the weapon Mr. Gloomsbury used to stab Mr. Sprocket. I was wondering what you'd pull out this time. Dare I ask what that could possibly have to do with the note? Mr. Gloomsbury's prints were found on this candelabra. The prints were from his left hand. So, that makes the victim left-handed, correct? Exactly, Your Honor. The police looked into it, too, and confirmed as much. Now, take a look at this smudge writing in the note. Notice how the smudging only starts from the middle of each preceding line. Had this been written by a lefty, the writing would have been smudged from the far left end. That means whoever wrote this was definitely right-handed. In other words, somebody other than the victim wrote this note. What? I feel like this should have been discussed much earlier, but if someone other than Mr. Gloomsbury wrote it, then what does that note mean? Mr. Gloomsbury followed this note to the letter when he attacked Ms. Wyatt. So clearly this note isn't a murder plan written by Mr. Gloomsbury, but rather, these are instructions to kill Ms. Wyatt, issued by someone else.
Objection!
It wasn't the victim who wrote these so-called instructions. Then who wrote it? Most of the people involved are right-handed, you know. He is correct. The majority of the family and the employees were on the same airship. Who are on the same airship? What? Wait. He is correct. The majority of the family and their employees who were on the airship are indeed right-handed. I must say, that is very rough and slipshod conjecture you proposed. Ugh. I haven't figured out who wrote it yet. I have an idea. Leave it to Mr. Edgeworth to go for the jugular. This culprit who ordered Mr. Gloomsbury to attack Ellen, what could their motive have been? It doesn't seem very likely Ellen did anything to incur anybody's wrath, right? Right. Not too likely, anyways. In that case, it has to be Soren. If somebody were to hold a grudge against Soren, what would it be about? That accident, I guess. I'd understand if Gloomsbury felt resentful about having to take the blame. But the one who lost the most in the accident was Soren's sister. She lost her life, after all. Soren suffered too, of course. He was crushed by losing somebody so precious to him. Somebody precious, huh? Soren's sister. Wait! There's one more person. There is another. There's someone else who might hold a grudge against Soren. Did you figure something out? I think so. I think there's somebody else who used Gloomsbury to try and get revenge against Soren. Did you say somebody tried to get revenge against Mr. Sprocket, Mr. Wright? The person who manipulated and used Mr. Gloomsbury was Selena's fiance. The person who used to be Mr. Gloomsbury, the person who used Mr. Gloomsbury to try and get revenge on Mr. Sprocket, and then finished Mr. Gloomsbury off to silence him, was a man dear to Mr. Sprocket's older sister, Selena Sprocket's fiance. Not that I'm positive, but I'm certainly possible. The fiance could have made Gloomsbury attack Ellen to get revenge on Soren. What? Her fiance? Yo, Pierce, what's the time again, buddy? Order in the court. Order, I say! Yes, it does seem quite believable that Miss Selena Sprocket's fiance would bear a grudge against Mr. Sprocket for his role in the accident. Exactly, Your Honor. Maybe her fiancé was trying to murder Ms. Wyatt in order to make Mr. Sprocket experience the same pain he'd felt.
Objection!
Mrs. Sprocket's fiancé was a surgeon, if memory serves, but the only person who attended the reception were family and staff members. That may be, but then that just means that Mrs. Sprocket's fiancé must have been amongst those who attended. What? Really? Of course. Otherwise, how could he have killed Gloomsbury? Oh, I see what you're doing. This is just another giant bluff, isn't it? All right, I'll bite. Who exactly do you claim this fiancé to be? Yes, I would like to know as well. Are you sure you're gonna be okay, Nick? Maybe? I mean, yeah, I'll be okay. When it comes to suspicious people, there's only one person on my list, because he's the last person that we have to deal with. I need to find something that connects him to Selena. I don't know. Watch. This will help identify Miss Sprocket's fiancé.
Take that!
Please take a look at this photo, Your Honor. That photo? Notice Ms. Sprocket's pocket watch. Haven't we seen it somewhere before? Yes. Now that you mention it, I do feel as though I've seen it multiple times from the witness. He didn't say that, I put words in his mouth, but he should have. I believe we've all seen it, right here in this very courtroom. Impossible! That's right, the pocket watch in this photo. This is the same pocket watch Mr. Nicobody has on him right now. I probably should have noticed that the first time we saw this picture, but I only noticed it, what, 2 episodes ago? Last episode? This is clear proof. Hey, at least I fucking noticed it, alright? Of the strong connection between Pierce Nicobody and Selena Sprocket. No. Well, Mr. Nicobody, is this true? Mr. Nicobody, you were once engaged to Selena Sprocket. That pocket watch, you keep it as a memento of her, don't you? Mr. Nicobody, you plan to rob Mr. Sprocket of his loved one, to make him feel the same pain as you, isn't that right? But Mr. Sprocket managed to fight back, and knocked Mr. Gloomsbury unconscious. You thought Mr. Gloomsbury was dead, and hid his body in the lantern. I mean, if you really wanted to fuck with him, just rip out all the pages about Ellen, right? So then, you notice Mr. Gloomsbury regained conscious, and so you finished him off to prevent your plan from being exposed. This is the defense's take on what really happened in this murder case. Mr. Wright, does this mean you wish to officially accuse the witness of the murder of Dumas Gloomsbury? Does the defense accuse Mr. Yeah! The defense indicts Pierce Nicobody on the charges of murdering Dumas Gloomsbury. Mr. Nicobody, would you care to respond? Man, this lawyer just yaps on and on and on. As you guessed, this watch is a memento of Selena. It stopped working at the time of the accident, though. Then you really are? Yes, I was Selena's fiancé, and not just her fiancé, but the surgeon beside her deathbed.
Objection!
Mr. Nicobody, why didn't you tell me any of this before? Shut it, you useless prosecutor. I thought you could be of use, but apparently this case was too much for you. What did you say? I will kill you. The officer hadn't struck its nose all up in this. I could have swept this under the rug. Not only did you interfere with the case, but you even let me fall into suspicion. That's because you kept trying to cover things up on the sly. But covering things up wasn't your only involvement. The only person who had motive to use the victim to try and kill Ms. Wyatt was you. Shots fired? Are you gassing the place? Malignant tumors. There are malignant tumors in this court. Lesions oozing with false charges. Who was that? The tumors of one idiotic lawyer and one useless prosecutor. After the truth is revealed, I'll have both of you incised from the legal world. I'd like to see you try. With the power of the Sprocket family, it'd be a cinch. I will now begin the operation. What in the world happened? Did make the Nicobody? I don't know. One too many movies. Looks like he's finally showing his true colors. Nick, look what he did to his shoulder mech. Quit your yapping before I suture your chatty lips shut. It's like he's a completely different person. It sure looks like it. We can't let our guard down now. Mr. Nicobody, it's finally time for you to testify. To the truth. It seems we're entering the final act at last. Like, literally? Witness, your testimony, please. Right to remain silent? Oh, fuck. I mean, you're not wrong. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. Miss Knickerbody, you didn't say anything. Ah! He just took a picture of me, or something. He stole my soul! You doused us with radiation? That's rude.
You want me to voluntarily testify, hoping I will make a slip of the tongue. Not a very impressive plan, or brain, I might add.
Ow, that was uncalled for.
If you want to know something, you ask the question. I will answer, but I have no intention of making any voluntary statements of my own.
What's he trying to do, Nick? He's using the silent treatment as a strategy to avoid getting tipped up. Clever guy. Good thing every other person we've ever prosecuted never did that. No more lies, Mr. Knickerbody. You will tell us nothing but the truth from now on.
Have radiation!
What do you think you're doing? Oh, Phoenix's X-ray had spikes.
No one asked you to speak. Just keep your quiet over there and play with your frizz.
How dare you? Well, this is rather an unconventional situation, but please proceed, Mr. Wright. Yeah, Your Honor. I'm assuming I'm presenting, or pressing, or maybe presenting, I don't fucking know. Press. If he wants to speak voluntarily, then I guess I'll have to ask him something. What question should I ask? Grudge against Soren? You've been nursing a grudge against Soren, against Mr. Sprocket over the loss of your fiancée, isn't that right?
I'd be lying if I said I felt no resentment whatsoever. But Master Soren didn't cause the accident on purpose. Master Soren himself has suffered greatly.
But you quit being a surgeon and found a way to get even closer to Mr. Sprocket. Wasn't that just so you could carry out your revenge?
Don't insult me. Supporting Master Soren in the Sprocket Aviation was my life's work. With my life's work is my penance for not being able to save Selena. This is how I honor her.
I feel your devotion as both fiancé and surgeon. Fiancé, yes. What? Yes? Why am I having... It doesn't matter. Your statement breaks my heart.
I've never thought of exacting revenge on Master Soren.
Never thought of it, huh? I guess I should probably take that with a pound of salt. Mr. Wright, would you like that statement added to the testimony? No. Guess not. But on second thought, I have to get some kind of testimony out of him, don't I? Okay. Oop, no, we go back. We go to the second one. Did we get new questions? No. Actions for the day on the day of the crime. We'll go through all of them. On the day of the incident, you were constantly surrounded by your subordinates. Is that right?
Absolutely. I was in someone's line of sight at all times. After all, I was busy taking care of every detail in the event. Mr. Edgeworth, I believe our investigation backs up my claim.
I got statements that said groups of his subordinates worked with him in rotation. So he was always with someone.
As the prosecutor just said, I couldn't even get close to the letter containing Bloomsbury by myself, let alone kill him.
Pierce didn't have a chance to get close to the victim alone, huh? Mr. Wright, would you like the statement added to the... Sure. Can I add all of them? Maybe not. We'll press on this first. If you were always in someone's line of sight, so you were always in someone's line of sight.
I was surrounded by family members and staff as we prepared for the reception. During the reception, I was stationed behind the sweetheart table to attend the couple. When could I have possibly committed the murder?
I'm not buying it. If Pierce is the true killer, then there must have been some time when he was out of everyone's sight. What do you think, Nick? Is there a chance for us here? Well, as long as we have some kind of testimony with him, there has to be. I'll just have to compare his testimony against the evidence and find an inconsistency, right? Exactly. This is it. I have to do this right. Okay. Let's see if So if I do this one and add it, will it just replace the second mark? Yes. Yes, Your Honor, please. I have to find an opening somehow. Don't replace the... Okay, it did. Okay. That's good. Then we'll just do the first one too, and then we'll press on all of them. Yeah, once we voluntarily... Reason for killing Gloomsbury. Isn't it true that when Mr. Gloomsbury regained consciousness inside the lantern, you murdered him in order to silence him?
He was an excellent employee, and very loyal to me. Gloomsbury was my right-hand man. I'd suffer the most from losing him. You really think I'd kill a guy like that?
Yes, that would make sense only if you were innocent. But since your goal was revenge, you don't really have to care about something like that.
But I am innocent, I tell you. Don't try to force your conjectures on me.
I guess without decisive evidence, I can't pursue this line of questioning any further. Yeah, you wanted me to add that state? Yeah. Every little bit can drag out, it helps, right? So we'll press on the first two, because we already did the third one. And see if anything happens. I'm gonna have to look through my records, because we probably have something that says he was alone. Like, didn't he say he rushed to the Vista deck just by himself, right? Well, he didn't say by himself, but he said he rushed it. He didn't mention anyone else there with him. Oh, but yeah, if he wasn't murdered there, so he would have to do it after. What did Mr. Gloomsbury think of Mr. Sprocket? After all, he was forced to take the blame for the accident. He must have been resentful.
He got his position as lead servant in exchange for taking the blade. Blame, not blade. It wasn't exactly a bad deal for him.
But he must have felt some sort of indignation, which is an amazing spell.
Who knows? Now that he is dead, we'll never know for sure. It's pointless to talk about it any further.
Alright. Dead men tell no tales, after all. Unless you have Speak the Dead. Then you get to ask 5 questions.
Hold it!
Make him count. So you have had no thoughts of vengeance toward Mr. Sprocket whatsoever.
Of course not. Selena would not have wanted that. I've thrown my life away and lived solely for the sake of the Sprocket family. That's how I show my love for her.
Alrighty then. Well, one thing's for sure. Pierce gets really emotional when it comes to Selena. No kidding. I'm not sure how he feels about Soren, but his love for Selena is pretty obvious. Okie dokie. Let's see. I don't know. The victim's body was found collapsed to the Pegable. He's looking at the Pegable in this one. I have no idea. It's got to be something, right? No shit, Chronos. Okay, yeah, I mean... Yeah. hold entry, but that doesn't really help. Right? Actually... Okay, no, wait, so this was before... No, this was after. Right? Because this entry for Ellen was Larry. Is it this?
Objection!
No. Okay. I got excited for no fucking reason! I mean, that was... Yeah, probably shouldn't have, jumped the gun there. Thank you. Alright, so... I don't know. I have enough for, like, messing up to get a... What's it called? Assistance? Like, advice? So is it not that? I don't know. It's gotta be something though, right? It's not gonna be this. There's no text there. There's no text here. You are looking at the peggable here, so you know he's in there, but you're covering up so that makes sense. I don't know. And we really haven't had a thing for this yet. It could just present everything. We keep for later. I'm not gonna do that. I would just look it up if that was the case. Okay. It's not that. You'd have to be in the hall by yourself. That's why I thought it was this. Oh, but he was in... Wait, so, okay. I don't have anything to prove that, though. I was gonna say, when he put the body in the lantern, he would be alone with him, right? Maybe he just finished the job then? Or maybe he was coming out? Because, yeah, he regained conscious, came outside, right? Maybe you did it then, and then Larry brought it up? But I have nothing that says that. I thought the hold entry would be that. It's not that. We got nothing else. We got this where you're looking at the peggable. Does that count? But that's not you being alone with them. Unless he came out in, like, the fog. Is that what... No, that's too... I'll try it. Fuck it. Oh my god, the fucking music stopped. Mr. Nickelberry testifies that he was always with somebody at the time of the incident and never had a moment alone to commit the crime. Yes, the police investigation backs up that statement, doesn't it? But there was an opportunity, in fact. One and only one. A moment when Mr. Nickelbody could have killed Mr. Gloomsbury without anyone noticing. What? The one thing that made the moment possible is shown here in the photograph. Are we fucking arguing the fog covered it up?
With all those people watching, I couldn't have possibly committed a murder. Do not believe him, Your Honor. The lawyer is a malignant tumor. He wants to infect this judicial body with his
Mr. Nickelbody, I would ask you that you keep quiet this time. We need to evaluate the defense's claim. And your yammering only serves to throw further suspicion on your way.
Yeah.
Mr. Wright, let's see this one thing you mentioned. be warned. This had better not be one of your offhand claims. It kinda is. Who do you think you're talking to, Mr. Edgeworth? Very well, Mr. Wright. Please point out what for us the one thing that made the moment of murder possible. Are we actually? Did you actually do it with the cover of Fog? That can't be true. Fog?
Take that!
The one thing that made the moment of the murder possible is this thick mood fog that engulfed the entire reception. It is under the cover of this fog. That Mr. Nicobody murdered the victim. The guy's like, oh my god, that is the worst headache I've ever. Ugh. What? Mr. Nicobody was standing right next to the lantern that Mr. Gloomsbury was in. This is the only moment the murder could have been committed without being seen.
Objection.
That's stupid. I can accept that there was a moment when the witness was obscured from others by the fog. But that doesn't prove Mr. Nicobody killed the victim at the very moment. If you can't prove the crime was committed during the reception, the trial ends here. Yeah. I was so caught up in finding the foothold that I forgot to think that far ahead.
Well done, Mr. Edgeworth. It's time to call this trial's time of death.
Well, Mr. Wright, can you prove the murder happened during the reception?
Don't even bother. His claim is dead on arrival. Do not resuscitate. The victory is within your grasp, prosecutor.
Quiet, witness. I have no interest in victory. All I care about is the truth. One that we can only arrive through further deliberation. Edgeworth.
Enough of this, Your Honor. This trial is over.
No, Mr. Nicobody. That is for me to decide. Mr. Wright, can you prove it? Can you prove that the murder was committed during the wedding reception?
Why is there no verdict yet? The lawyer's obviously out of matters. The prosecution, the judge, they're all infected. Their malignant stupidity is so advanced that not even the best surgeon can save them. In fact, not even a brain transplant can kill them. This court is infected with idiocy. It's a pandemic.
Objection!
Oh, make sure you wear your mask. No, Mr. Nicobody, that's enough already.
Finally ready to give up, are you?
No, just the opposite, actually. I'll prove the murder was committed during the reception. By you.
Brr!
That indented your face. You alright, dude? You're gonna need to get your fucking jaw wired shut.
You'll prove it.
Can you really, Mr. Wright? Probably. Yes, Your Honor, I can. Probably. To be honest, I don't know exactly how I'll do it just yet. Am I gonna turn into sperm? But if I want to get the truth Edgeworth was talking about, I'll just have to find that way. Very well, Mr. Wright. Let's have your proof.
Enough of this foolishness. He's just bluffing. Stop him from speaking, Your Honor.
I'll do nothing of the sort.
You're just a district court judge with the prosecutor. You're just a district court judge with the power of the Sprocket family, Al.
Enough of your foolishness, Mr. Nicobody. The judicial body will not succumb to the influence of money or power in video games. Now then, let's hear it, Mr. Wright. Let's hear your truth. Think, Phoenix. Remember everything you've learned so far. Turn into the sperm! Yes! Think, Phoenix. How can I prove the murder took place during the reception hall? The reception photo, his shoulder mech, the murder weapon. The murder weapon. Probably, yes. He used the murder weapon to murder someone, my god! Yes, the murder weapon that was used to strike the victim twice. According to the autopsy report, the victim was hit in the same by the same object both times. So without a doubt, Pierce used it to commit the murder. The weapon used to kill Bloomsbury was the timekeeper. The key of love! Is that what it's called? We just looked at it. Did I not see that? Is it really called the Key of Love? Okay, yeah, that's hilarious. If Pierce struck the victim during that one single moment, then he must have used the Timekeeper. Come to think of it, wasn't it also used for something else during the reception? During the reception, the Timekeeper was also used, the cutting of the time machine, the first startup of love.
The Timekeeper
Had been activated. That's right, the Timekeeper had been activated during the reception. If we activate the Timekeeper again now and find any trace of evidence, or evidence of murder, that would be conclusive proof that Bloomsbury was killed during the reception. So this might be a long episode because I feel like we're actually ending. I don't know how much is left, but who knows? A special ceremony took place during the reception in question. What kind of special ceremony? It was called the First Startup of Love. Apparently, the couple activated the Timekeeper for the first time during it. Does that mean the Timekeeper here in evidence isn't activated at the moment? And what would happen if we were to activate it? Why don't we see for ourselves? It would give us a chance to examine it. And while we're at it, we just might find some conclusive evidence.
What? No! No, no, no! You can't activate it!
Mr. Knickerbody, keep quiet or I'll have you thrown out of court.
Ah.
By the way, Mr. Wright, this is supposed to be the time machine, right? We aren't going to travel back in time to the Stone Age or anything, are we? I don't think we have to worry about I don't think we have to worry too much about that, Your Honor. I'm still a little nervous nonetheless, but the truth must be known. Very well, go ahead and start up the Timekeeper. Do you know how, Nick? Nope. I think so, maybe. Oh, my fucking headphones are sweaty. The bride and groom each had a symbol of their love, and then when they put them together, a baby is formed. How romantic is that? Let's see. I think the symbol of the groom's love must be the Timekeeper itself. What symbol of the bride's love would fit together with the Timekeeper? Oh, I know. That has to be it. Mr. Wright, are you ready to activate the time machine now? No? Is it not the key? No, it is the key.
Take that!
Once we set this in place, we can activate the time machine. Set it in place where? It doesn't look like it fits it. Oh, motherfucker! It's the pendant. Mr. Pendant, put the balls in my mouth, Mr. Pendant. Chronos. I don't know why! It says the pendant.
Take that!
Yeah, this is why it's pendant. It's a symbol of the bride's love that's necessary to activating the Timekeeper. What? Then does that mean you can start it up with Mr. or Ms. Wyatt's pendant? I believe so, Your Honor. Very well, please try it now, Mr. Wright. Okay, here I go. But first, I have to figure out where the pendant goes. Is it right there? Right there? Right here? Oh, A. The hole looks like the good spot. Let's... It's Chronos. I'll try setting the pendant in there. Hey, it fits. This must be the right spot. Now I have to find the place to insert the key. Is it not the same fucking thing? Right here? This hole in the middle of the pendant could be it. Okay. worked! The timekeeper has been activated. And all I have to do is find proof that the crime has been committed. Do I have to find it? Do I really have to find it? Truly? I think I found it. Conclusive evidence that the murder was committed during the wedding reception. That's strong glass. Just as expected, there's evidence of murder inside the timekeeper, Mr. Nickbody. The timekeeper was only activated and opened during the wedding reception, right?
No, stop!
So that means this is conclusive proof that the crime was committed during the reception. After you killed the victim under the cover of fog, you closed the timekeeper to hide the bloodstain, didn't you?
No, you're wrong. Ellen killed Bloomsbury. It wasn't me, I tell you.
Give it up, Miss Nickbody. How could the defendant, who was in the middle of pledging her love, have possibly committed the murder with everyone watching her?
It was the family, yes. All the family members conspired together to kill him.
There's no way you can talk your way out of this, Mr. Nickbody. During the reception, during the one dreamlike moment, only one person could have used the timekeeper to beat the victim to death. And that one person was you, Pierce Nickbody.
Yeah. Ugh. No, this isn't over yet. I won't give up. No, I got the artery. This stupid thing. We must stop the bleeding now. Give me forceps. Forceps, I say. Hey, where's everybody? Fine, I'll manage this alone. I'll do it all by myself. I can fix everything. Repair anything. You have to get better. You have to live. I would have been able to save her. If only I hadn't listened to her. If only I had treated her first. If only that Soren hadn't been there.
Oh, you alright, dog? Heart attack?
Selena, no.
Should we get, like, an ambulance? Witness, are you finally ready to tell us the truth?
It's just the lawyer, as the lawyer deduced.
So it was all a revenge scheme against Soren Sprocket?
Do you have any idea how hard it is to lose someone you love right in front of you? Selena's condition was clearly more critical than Soren's, but in spite of that, she said, "Please help Soren."
And it seems like as a surgeon, you probably could have just made a decision to save her. Ms. Sprocket's last words, so that's what she really meant by those words.
I was able to grant her wish, but at the price of her life.
Were there no other surgeons? So you got a job with Sprocket Aviation and waited for your chance to get revenge? You got close to Mr. Bloomsbury and hatched this plot. Is that right?
Bloomsbury already bore a grudge against Soren. So when I tempted him with an even better position, he immediately took the bait.
He was your accomplice, someone who shared the same goal as you. Why was it necessary for you to kill him?
I didn't expect Soren to strike Bloomsbury out on the Vista desk. And I certainly never imagined he'd make his way there along the outside wall.
Soren's love is the real deal, after all.
My plan had been compromised, so for the time being I hid his body in the lantern and tried to think of my next move.
And then Mr. Bloomsbury came to during the second wedding reception.
As soon as I saw Bloomsbury, I instantly hit upon an idea to pin the blame on the Bloomsbury's murder on Ellen.
You tried to break up the couple by making the bride out to be a murderer? How despicable.
Soren was getting the company and a wedding. Both things were supposed to be Selena's. He took every happiness from her.
Who's the despicable one here? You? You. 100% you. Do you think what you did would make her happy?
I know it wouldn't. But I couldn't just stand by watching Soren enjoy his happiness.
It didn't look like he was enjoying it.
I was going to have Soren taste the same pain I had.
He did! It was his sister! You fucking stupid idiot!
Then take over Sprocket Aviation. I would take back from him all the happiness that was rightfully Selena's.
Are you really this stupid? Doesn't he relive the fucking event every time he wakes up?
Time stopped for me the day I lost her.
Literally stopped for him the day he lost her. You had a chance to fucking be a better person and do something right by his sister.
Just like that pocket watch of hers.
Oh, it's you.
Pierce.
Ms. Wyatt?
I believe Selena would have said, leave this ill will behind. Your time is yours to live.
Not anymore. You're going to jail.
It's too late for me. Time will never advance for me ever again.
Click, click, boom.
What? It can't be. My God, this was the on button the entire time? I see now, Selena. What I did was wrong.
No shit. Take that watch away from him. He doesn't deserve it. It's going to Soren.
I see no further need to continue this trial. Bailiff, please take Mr. Knickerbody away.
Pierce Knickerbody, another inconsolable time traveler, who lived in the time that stood still. No, he didn't. No, he fucking didn't. He went against everything his fiancée fucking stood for and asked for. He is a fucking idiot. Also, my throat hurts. Now then, I must render my verdict regarding the defendant. Hello. Your Honor, before you give your ruling, would you please allow me a moment?
Very well.
And then there's something I need to say to you.
Yes, Soren.
I've put you through something truly horrible. This whole thing happened because of me. I would understand if you wanted to call off our marriage.
What?
I find this character super adorable. She is a total dork, though.
Of course not. I never once thought that.
If you stay with me, you'll only face even more trying times in the future, especially if I lose this notebook.
What do you mean?
The truth of this incident and the car accident before. I'm going to tell the public everything. I expect the company's reputation will suffer, and I'll take a lot of criticism. But I feel I can only really start over once I get everything out in the open.
Soren.
After all that happened, I might not have the right to ask you this, but, well, how should I say this? Maybe I'll just... rip out this memory. Life with me probably won't be very easy, but... will you marry me?
Yes, of course I will.
Your Honor, thank you for this time. Please continue your ruling.
Very well, but first, I have one question. Do the two of you pledge your eternal love for each other to the goddess of justice, Themis?
I do, Your Honor.
I do. Does the prosecution defense have any objections?
Someone shut fucking Larry up right now. Oh, well done, Your Honor. No objections here. The defense has no objections either, Your Honor.
This court finds the defendant, Ellen Wyatt. That's not right. This court finds the defendant, Ellen Wyatt.
Oh, Ellen Sprocket. Not guilty, sorry. I fucking read it the same each time. Just here in the background. Take the shot. This code is a churn. I've used that joke twice now in this Phoenix game. My God. It is a snail's pace. Ellen, Soren, congratulations. Mr. Wright, I can't thank you enough. If your freckles are gone. If you hadn't exposed the truth, Soren and I we wouldn't. But now you can finally start your new life together, right? Go to you! Mr. Wright, we'll be holding our real wedding ceremony in the near future. Would you do us the honor to coming to it? I want you to witness our fresh start. Of course, I wouldn't miss it for the world. And Ellen, this time it'll be happily ever after, probably. Oh yes, at least maybe what? Average is what, 7 years before the divorce? Chronos. The two of you have persevered and overcome this trial together. Now, no matter what obstacle comes your way, I'm sure you'll be able to handle them. And there's another thing I'm sure of too. This person will always be watching over you two. Is there a picture of Larry in here? Oh, it's probably Selena.
Take that!
Selena. Yes, you're right. And we promise to live our lives to the fullest. For Selena's sake too, because she's dead. Right, Soren? That's right. Well, we better be on our way. Yes, my love. Oh, the old threshold carry, huh? Way to show off. My back would be fucked if I try that. We'll be seeing you. Goodbye for now. I'm looking forward to the wedding. Hold on tight, Ellen. Jesus. You better believe I will. I'm never letting go of you. There's a sailing up there. There they go. That's gonna be more head trauma. You're not thinking of going to that wedding by yourself, are you, boss? Oh. You're taking us too, right? Oh boy, I heard there's gonna be all kinds of fancy food there. Right, Athena? When did you get here? Just now. I would have been here to cheer you on earlier, but Juicy never gave me a chance to slip away. You're gonna be in even bigger trouble with her later. Speaking of the wedding, maybe I should ask them to invite Edgeworth. Mr. Edgeworth, really? But he thought Ellen was guilty all the way to the end. That may be true, but... Here's the scene we just saw. We know Edgeworth's tale. This is something he came to the conclusion of what at like the end of the first game and the second game. If he hadn't stood up for us when he did, the trial probably wouldn't have ended there. No, it would have. We would have just told him to shut up ourselves. You mean Miss Edgeworth gave us that chance? Maybe. Even though no one came by, how'd he ever tell us? Even if I asked. Huh. Well, if that's how you feel about Nick, then why not try to get him invited? Hey, Maya, have you ever tried to catch the bouquet? What? No. I never have either. Fighting over a bouquet that's been tossed by the bride. Talk about a fierce competition. I'm totally stoked. I'm not sure it's really supposed to be all that competitive. Have you fucking seen some of that shit? I'm a pretty good jumper, so I think I've got a chance. She's definitely missing the point of the whole thing. And Larry, how did you manage to stay so quiet for so long? Shut up! Wishing the lady you fell in love with every happiness is what real men does. Pretty sure that relationship was over before it even began, Larry. Sniffle. Darn it all. If only I was 10 years younger, things would have been different. Oh yeah, there is quite an age gap between you two, huh? I kind of forget how old we are sometimes. Hands of time, why won't you turn back for me? Oh my god. I thought that last one was going to be the last one. Today is Ellen and Soren's third wedding ceremony and reception. How many can they have? I heard the bride and groom insisted to be on the flying chapel again because they're fucking weird. In the end, they were nice enough to invite me and Maya, and Athena kind of invited herself. They also invited Edgeworth, Emma, and even Larry. They say third time's a charm, right? I really do hope it's happily ever after for them for this time around. Still, I get the feeling it's going to be one rowdy party.
Ready when you are.
Oh, you ladies are fancy.
Okay. Here
Are they the only ones trying to catch the bouquet?
Huh? Oh.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Hey! Look who's next! Huh?
Get back! Haven't you ever heard of lady priests?
I'm truly blessed to have you.
Who are you? That's not funny. Oh, that's a nice ending one. The average length of a first wedding that ends in divorce is around 8 years. I was close. Chronos, what? You've unlocked special bonus in the music and background settings screen. Oh, what was that picture? No, go back to the other one. Okay, I gotta go to that. I gotta go to the special, not episode, special. Turn the title, sure. Game selection. Where the fuck is the museum? Oh, here. Art lab. Lab of Chronos. Sorry. Where's that fucking adorable picture we just saw? Key visuals. Not that. These are the ending ones. That one's pretty good too. I like this one. This is good. I like this one. They really need to solve that whole Apollo and... Yo, that's so cool! Oh, I like this. What the fuck? When did you dress up as a maid? Wait, what are these outfits? Huh. In game? No, these are in game illustrations. Background? No, I want that cute little fucking picture we saw. Not movies. Key visuals. Oh, yeah, here. Yeah. Oh, it's the fucking princess. All right. I thought that was fucking like a younger Maya with an older Maya. This is a good one, too. I like this. I'm surprised there's not a fighting game. I'm actually kind of surprised we never saw Francisca again. Yeah, she was mentioned in another game, right? But she wasn't in it. Anyways, yeah. All right, so I guess that's it for Phoenix Wright for now, right? Maybe eventually they'll do another one, and we could play that when it gets released. There are other games, of course. There's Edgeworth games, the investigation games, as well as the Great Ace Chronicles, I think it's called. That sounds right. I bought that one a while ago. I haven't bought the Edgeworth one yet. I'll probably wait until I'm sure, like, I'm gonna get to playing it, so I can get a better deal, because I'm stingy. All right, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the episodes or just the series of all of Phoenix Wright or Apollo trilogies, or you just like me, press the like button below. If you're not subscribed yet, boy, do I have videos for you. Go check them out, and I'll see you all in the next series. Have a great day. Bye.